Hello? Anyone? Hello? Hello? Hello, guys? Hello? Anyone? Anyone? Ayun, okay na. Guys, may sound na. I can hear myself na dito. Anyone, guys? Please chat kung ano sakali in regards to this topic. If okay na po lahat-lahat dito yung sound system all in all. Thank you. And, okay, yun. So, finally, once again, for the second time, for this day, I'm very sorry na nagkaroon tayo ng inconvenience with the sound. And actually, currently in broadcasting and through my mobile phone due to some technical difficulties with my camera. But anyways, I will still proceed with this topic po. I'm once again very sorry for this inconvenience. So hopefully you guys will um tama tayo dito. Sana po maunawaan niyo po ako sa nangyari dito for this huge inconvenience which took me for about almost an hour. uh, actually, this hasn't happened before talaga in my life in this laptop. But anyways, moving forward po. Anyways, hold on. Um, Hi guys, good morning po ulit. Anyways, once again po, for those of you guys who don't know me yet, ako po si John Moldes. I'm a graduate of Masters of Information Technology and AMA. Anyways po, shout out po for all the followers ng Teacher A channel. Hopefully you guys would like and subscribe the channel. And our topic for today for this morning is information, computer, and technology. Once again, I'll start from the very beginning. Hello, Christy from Camarines Norte. Musta kayo dyan sa lockdown sa inyo sa Camarines Norte? I hope you guys are okay. Anyways, I should begin na rin. Hold on just a minute. By the way, guys, okay ba yung sa background? Okay, hold on. Okay, guys. Start na tayo since we're already an hour delay. So, catch up na lang dun sa iba na hindi na-catch up kanina. Hold on a minute. That's good. Kung COVID-free na yun COVID-free pa rin sa Camarines Norte. That's good. Okay. Hold on po. Sorry po for the, Okay. And, okay. So, practically, let's start with the share screen. And now then, ito, topic ko for today is information computer technology. Hopefully, kita lahat ng sa background yan off. Now then, overview ng computer. Wait. Hold on just a second, guys. Hmm. Wait. And guys, kita na. And okay, overview ng computers. I guess basahin ko na lang ulit. Any digital computer carries out by function in gross terms. Forward ko na lang. Fast forward ko na lang. I've already read this. So it takes data as input, stores the data or instructions in its memory, and use them when required. Generates output, controls all above 4 steps. So, yun, basic overview lang po ito ng computer natin. So, for those people na hindi na catch up kanina, I'm pretty sure most of this overviews of computer ay na-encounter natin in our modern day world. So, practically, I know more or less familiar na kayo sa computer world nito. So, I'm pretty sure this is very accurate for you guys, the information na ito. Now then, next slide. And computer overview, input process output model. Now, I will explain to you guys what's the input process output model. Now then, first of all, yung sa input. Yung input is the data stored inside the computer, or anything that goes within the computer is called an input. Meron iba't ibang devices dito for each kind ng input at output, which we'll be discussing a little bit shortly. Now, input po is like I said, is a data stored within the computer. How is this possible? Let me explain in a very simple way. For example, itong input process output model. Input is, for example, sa cellphone, um, yung image. You guys are planning to edit an image. So now, the process would be yung edit the image via the Adobe Photoshop. Then the output would be yung new remade image sa isang photo. So that's one example of the input as output model. Another one, for example, gusto niyo mag-print ng isang file. So that's the input is the file is prepared. Process is you guys are trying to search for an option on how to print the file. Now the output would be the printed outcome or the printed outcome or printed data. Kung ano man yung data na i-present niyo sa loob ng isang ng computer niyo. That's one simplest way of explaining the input process and output model. Most of these things you guys will be encountered most likely sa mga thesis niyo and when you guys are trying to present some proposals sa inyong teachers or sa inyong professors. Although I'm pretty sure familiar din kayo doon. But gusto lang bigyan kayo ng overview about this model since it's also really a part of computer actually. So, yan. Moving on. By the way, guys, I don't mind if may mag-chat dito ng questions or anything sakali, and I'll be doing my best to answering all your questions kung sakali i-chat nyo dyan sa comment section. Okay? So, ano, definition ng computer. Ayan. Guys, kita na ba? Ayan. Computer is an electronic data processing device which accepts and stores data input. Hold on. Nag-ano pa yung... Kita ba sa screen, guys? Ayun. processes the data input and generates the output in a required format. And so basically that's the main function or the main definition of the or a computer. So it accepts and stores data input, processes the data input, and generates the output. Actually, basically yung kung titignan niyo yung pinaka-model ng mismong input process output model. Actually, dito pasok yan yung computer, yung definition natin sa computer. So, that's the main definition of it. Moving on. Anyways. Now, what are the advantages of the computer? Oh, wait, hold on. Kita na ba lahat? Ayun, okay. Oh, hi, Evina from Iloilo. And Ash Lima from Cebu. Shout out sa inyo dyan. Guys from Marawi, hello. Anyways, computer advantages. By the way, nababasa ba na lahat? Oh, crap. Dami yata nakalagay. Anyways, basahin ko na lang sa inyo. For those of you who cannot see because of the small fonts, basahin ko na lang din. High speed, yung isa sa advantage ng computer. Accuracy, storage capability, diligence, versatility, reliability, automation, oops, sa inyo. Reduction in paperwork, oh, di yata kita yung buong slide. But anyways, ano ko na lang. And reduction in cost. Well, okay, ulitin ko. Yung advantages ng computer natin dito is, or a computer is high speed, accuracy, capability, diligence, versatility, reliability, automation, reduction in paperwork, and reduction in cost. Now, ano yung pinaka main factors na tinitake point natin when buying a computer? Ito, if you guys are asking for my opinion, I would take yung mismong high speed, accuracy, and storage capability. Because kung mataas na, kung yung tatlong factor na to ay nandiyan sa inyong sa components ng yung computer, actually maganda yan because you can do lots of stuff like installing data, installing programs, all in all. Kaya ayun. Kaya yan ang kinoconsider ko yung storage capability. Accuracy, importante yan. Sobrang importante yan. And high speed. Kasi ayaw naman natin na magka-experience tayo ng sobrang lag, di ba? So, siguro naman wala naman ganun na encounter ngayon. Now then, sa reduction in paperwork, I agree. Dahil, naman, we don't rely on typewriters anymore, we rely basically when it comes to printing reports or making reports mga programs natin like Excel or Word, Microsoft Word rather. And then, if kailangan lang ng delivery ng report, sinesend na lang natin via emails. Reduction in cost, I'm pretty sure everybody's aware naman na, well, reduction in cost would be one, though through the initial investment for installing a computer. Hold on. Is high but substantially reduces the cost of each of its transaction. Yes, it's true. Pero in terms of the monetary cost, yun lang yung difference dun. Kasi talagang talagang costly talaga siya. So, depending din talaga sa quality ng computer natin, all in all. So, when it comes to choosing your own computer, choose wisely na lang. So, anyways, moving on. Hold on, guys. Ayun. Okay. Now then, what are the computer disadvantages? No IQ, dependency, environment, and then no feeling. Now then, for me, this is really obvious for everyone. No IQ because it depends on the user's logic talaga. Without human intervention talaga, no, walang may proceed or walang ma-function yung ating mga computers, which is, I know everybody would encounter that. Although I believe na may nakikita kasi ako sa TV minsan na ini-endorse nilang isang computer that would work on its own. Although it would rely on programming, on its technical programming. Pero meron siya talagang reliability on its own. I don't know how they do it kasi programming and mechanical engineers, all those kinds of stuff. But it's very interesting to get to know that, to understand those things once you get to go to that kind of field. Now then, dependency. Again, dependency. It depends on human intervention talaga. Without any human intervention po, no control, no one is handling that. Wala. As in, yung computer will just lie there stagnant. So, yun yung isang factor for the disadvantages of the computer. Now then, for the environment of the computer should be dust-free and suitable. That's true. Kasi may mga nakikita rin kasi ako na yung mga lumang computers na, or let's say yung mga magagandang computers na they were just placed over there na hindi na nililinis, and then after such time or after so many days na nagamit na, ang nangyayari is may mga alikabok na inaanay na kung minsan, dust mites, so to say. And then what happened is, yes, it's still running in a bit, but there are some functions na rin na nasira na ng mismong alikabok or dust. So, mahirap na yun pag ganun, dahil what if kung pumasok na into its main motherboard, all in all, sa mga main parts niya, which I believe I'll be discussing it later. So, keep this in mind, guys, environment. When you're placing your own computer, it should be dust-free. Anyways, no feeling. Yep. Similar din sa no IQ independency, no feeling. No feeling, it's because it's only man-made and it relies directly on human intervention. Without any human intervention, all in all, it cannot rely on what, it cannot function on its own. Next. Now then, wait, wala pa. Wait, guys, sorry. A little bit delayed due to this. Wait lang, guys. Still loading. Guys, wait, hold on. And took too long to load. Anyways, wait, computer generations. Anyways, There are totally five computer generations known till date. Each generation has been discussed in detail along with their time period and characteristics. By the way, guys, i-share ko lang, explain ko lang to briefly since we'll be having a history lesson all in all about this. Although I have a few visual aids about this, so hopefully you guys could cope up. And yung first generation, guys, kung nakikita nyo, is actually it's called a first generation computer that started since 1946 to 1959. Nakikita nyo yung numbering dyan. It's over there, yung number one. Hopefully, guys, makikita nyo dito, all in all. Number one. By the way, if for number four and number five, since I think hindi yata nakikita dyan, I have another additional visual aid for those, so I'll be getting there in a little bit. So hopefully, maunawaan nyo about this. Oops, hold on. As I said, I'm functioning through the mobile phone due to some technical difficulties with my laptop. Anyways, moving on. It's a vacuum tube based. So, ano siya, isa siyang malaking table na punong-puno siya ng vacuum tube based na computer. You guys will see it soon. So, yan. Second generation, 1959 to 1965. Ayun siya. It's a transistor-based computer naman siya. So, yan. Hold on. Teka lang. I will share you guys in a little bit. Meron ako dito yung visual aids about this. Share screen. Yan na guys, I will show you guys yung mismong photo ng bawat generation ng isang computer. This one is the first generation. Ay, hindi pala pinito. Okay. Never mind. Di kasi. Ayun, kita na pala. Okay, there. Vacuum tube computer. Yan po siya. Bali, imagine niyo if how a computer runs like that, na naka-vacuum tube based. So, parang, I would say na parang sobrang classic talaga yung how these people would run their own computers, no? So, anyways, yan po siya. It started since 1946 to 1959. Now then, yung transistor based natin. Ito po. Yan siya. See? Yan yung transistor-based na computer. Way too old and way too classic. Yun na nag-start pa tayo sa mga typewriters. So, as you can see naman, ganyan po yung yung pagkakagawa ng mismong transistor-based na computer. Now then, for the third part, oops, hindi ata kita yung ano. And okay. For the third generation, integrated circuit based. Yan siya. Actually, they're all similar together. They're all microchip based. So, pakita ko na lang din sa inyo. Hold on. Alt tab. Ayan. Ayan siya. Third generation computer started since 1965 to 1971. So, ito po yung ating third generation computer. So, hold on. Oops. Guys. Break lang saglit. Hello, guys. Hello. And sorry, I had to settle a little bit of things there. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Ito po yung third generation computer natin. So, imagining you how this one runs. And anyways, I'll give you a short preview about this. The period of third generation was from 1965 to 1971. Then the computers of third generation used integrated circuits, which is nakikita nyo ngayon. So it's smaller in size and reliable and efficient. Bali, I think inaano na lang natin to, pinapass by na lang natin to since this is really a really long history about computers talaga. So, yun, moving on. Yan lang. Then fourth generation computer, which is a VLSI microprocessor based, which is started from 1971 to 1980. 9 years siya may get. So, really, ang ano niya is very large scale integrated. Guys, don't mind me na minute ko lang yung camera since hinarap ko na talaga to sa harapan ng laptop ko just to be sure na frontal view yung makikita nyo dito. But anyways, ito po siya. Yan, yung number 4, if nakikita nyo, microchip based. Actually, same lang sila ng ULSI, which is, hold on. Yung ULSI is ultra large scale integration. If nakikita nyo sa screen ko. Anyways, share ko lang sa inyo ito yung basic idea of this of how this computer was created or how those computers were being run throughout the past long years actually, not past few years. Anyways, yan po siya. So, I'm gonna show you a little bit kung ano yung tunay nilang view about this computer. So, hold on. I-stop share. Speak mo sa akin. Yan siya. Sorry, it's gonna take too long again. Masyadong ano yatang PowerPoint ko for this. Daming design. Yan. Yan po siya. Yun yung vacuum tube based, transistor based, at yung integrated circuit based computers. So, like I said kanina, yung sa vacuum tube based kanina, yung sa first generation computer, yan siya. Pinagsamang vacuum tube sa isang cabinet or racket. Then, yun yung how they created this computer, how they created this first generation computer. And how it runs, it's basically talaga is more of like a it's more of like a pinapatakbo lang yun through a vacuum tube sa isang cabin. It's very basic and it's very classic. Although di ko sure on how it really runs, but kasi as you can see guys, wala namang monitor dyan or anything, and I don't think we rely on monitors before. Not until the siguro mga very first basic computer has been created. Yan siya, yung number 1, yung vacuum tube based computer. And now yung transistor based, yan po siya yung number 2, yung second view. Yan po. See that? At kumbaga actually, basically, of course, more really back in the past, we don't do such things like yung may mga monitors pa, hindi pa nga uso yung mga internet at that time. Kumbaga, we all rely on this one. Yan. Next. Sorry, took too long. Yan, VLSI at saka ULSI based computer. Actually, kung titingnan nyo na maigi guys, it's just ang similarities ng mga to ng both VLSI and ULSI is they're both microchip based talaga. Kumbaga, basically, siguro dito nakuha yung idea on how they created the CPU para talagang maging brain ng isang computer. So, this is just how they were created. Itong view na to sa VLSI computer, I believe this was just only modeled sa isang technical museum. And I got this image from the internet, yung sa ULSI, on how this how ULSI or ultra large scale information was created. Yun siya. So yeah, moving on. Oh, wait, hold on. Oops. Hindi pa nag-appear. Yan. Computer types. Number one is a personal computer. And two is workstation. Three mini computers. Four mainframe. Five is a supercomputer. Personal computer. Yung, I'm pretty sure lahat to na ginagamit naman natin sa kanya-kanya mga bahay, no? Yung number one is a single user computer system having moderately powerful microprocessor. Familiar din kayo dyan, right? Ginagamit naman natin yan in our homes. Workstation, it's a single user computer system which is similar to personal computer but have more powerful microprocessor. Actually, ito siya. Pero in our modern day world, ang tawag pa rin na sa ating mga computer sa ating work is ano, di ba? Is still workstation. Although I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit yung image, yung actual image ng isang workstation in a way back in the 80s and the modern era of the workstation. Anyways, mini computer. It is a multi-user computer system. I'm sorry, multi-user computer system which is capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Although most of these devices nowadays are self-improvised by technical people. Well, true. Kasi I happened to pass by an image na yung mismong phone niya and ginawa niyang mini computer. So, sa bagay, in a sense, mini computer, maliit na computer. Although meron siya talaga yung actual view ng mini computer, which I will be showing you guys again in a little bit once we've discussed this through. Now then, for mainframe, it is a multi-user system which is capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Software technology is different from mini computers. These are managed in data centers. And supercomputer is an extremely fast computer which can execute hundreds of millions of instructions per second. These are also managed in a data center. By the way, guys, kung napapansin nyo, yung similarity ng both mainframe and supercomputer, they are both managed in a data center. Or meron din isang company na meron isang room for the supercomputer. It all depends on the company. Pero basically kasi, if titingnan nyo kasi yan, yung mainframe and yung supercomputer, they're much alike. Malaki sila. Although, iba lang yung function yung kaya nilang gawin. They can run, one of them can run programs simultaneously while the other one can run a single program lang. I'll be discussing to you guys shortly in the next slide. Yung difference between mainframe and supercomputer. Yan siya. Mainframe versus supercomputer. Ayan. So supercomputers are focused to execute few programs as fast as possible, while mainframe uses its power to execute as many programs concurrently at the same time. See? Tapos, both mainframe and supercomputer are operated in data centers. By the way, guys, for those of you who are not familiar with data centers, yun yung sa parang may sa loob ng server room na isang hilera siya ng mga what you call this, mga switches, mga routers. Whereas doon ino-operate lahat ng pagtakbo ng computer, yung pagtakbo ng internet natin, all in all, sa buong company, whole building wide. Yun yung data center. So, I know you guys will be passing by into your IT rooms. Makikita nyo yung ganun. Although, I haven't seen one large data center yet. Although nakakita na ako sa school ko before, sa AMA, yung ganun kalaking data center. Basta isa siyang nakailera doon lahat yung cabinet of routers, yung switches, all in all, to make sure their internet runs there in their company, in their buildings, all in all. Now to continue. Supercomputers are the largest and expensive computers, while mainframe computers are smaller and less costly. Well, I'm very sure more of Hold on guys. Nakaka-experience na ba kayo ng ano, yung pag-manage ng both mainframe and supercomputer? Because due to my experience sa mga ganyan, I have never seen pa yung ganun kaano talaga dito na how do people run this kinds of computer talaga actually. And if it would be an honor for some technical people to experience this, as in later on makikita nyo talaga yung how big these two computers are. I just happened to include this one in my topic just so you guys could have a background of what a mainframe and supercomputer is. Now then, Seymour Cray invented the supercomputer while the mainframe computer has been invented by IBM. Now, in the present, the supercomputers have Linux and their variant operating systems, while mainframe computers can have multiple operating systems simultaneously. So, kumbaga, si supercomputer daw is just more of like he can handle only one OS. It's a Linux based. Again, I'll be discussing you guys shortly. Then yung mainframe computer can have multiple operating systems simultaneously. It can operate lots like Microsoft, Linux. We like I said, more and more operating systems kayang i-operate ng isang mainframe. Although I think nakikita na I think nakikita tong mainframe computer na to sa isang movie. I forgot what action movie was that. But ganun nga talaga yun. Now, moving on. By the way, guys, please comment lang or chat lang kayo if may maririnig kayong echo somewhere around this chat or video broadcast. Comment lang kayo dyan para may ayos ko saglit. Okay? Thank you. Oh, by the way, paalala lang guys ulit, for those of you who are foreigners who are listening to this video, feel free to comment in the comment section lang and I'll do my best to cope up with talking in English throughout this whole topic, okay? Thank you. Moving on. Note, ito na, yung sinasabi ko, yung Linux. Again, I included this in my topic kasi as you can see guys kanina in our previous slide, meron dito yung terminal Linux. So I would like to give you guys a background of what Linux is. Especially for those people who are planning on stepping up into the technical field someday. Ayan. Hold on, guys. I really would like to apologize for the inconvenience. There's the echo. Anyways, moving on. What is Linux? Is a free distributable cross-platform operating system based on Unix that can be installed on PCs, laptops, netbooks, and mobile and tablet devices, video game console servers, supercomputers, and more. I had no idea na yung Linux can be installed sa mobile. Although I have a friend he was very proficient sa Linux na nagsabi sa akin na pwede siyang ilagay sa mobile since he really do love to explore operating systems talaga. So allow me to show you guys what a Linux desktop really is. Wait. Ayan, yan. Linux OS. Ganyan po siya. If you guys are familiar with Ubuntu, yung ano pa ba? Ubuntu Centro OS, I think, yun. Ganyan yung outcome niya. Yung outcome ng desktop niya sa computer niyo. Ganyan ang function ng Linux. Pero most likely, most of their programs talaga nagpapatakbo dyan or nagpa-function dyan is yung sa terminal nila, which is way too programming-ish na field. But if you guys would like to step into the Linux field, masarap yan, maganda daw yan. As in, sobrang honorable to know the Linux OS, to how to operate the Linux OS, and to how to operate your network on a Linux OS. So just giving you guys a background. Hopefully you guys would love to take this one as well. Kung sakali. If you guys are planning on sa isang certification exam. Like for example, yung Red Hat or yung Linux certification, yan, ma-encounter niyo yan. Although, I attended a seminar once on about Linux, although hindi ko pa tinuloy yung certification exam. But hopefully someday, hopefully you guys can too. Now, ito na, yung view, yung actual view ng ating mga computers kanina, yan po siya, yung personal computer. Yan siya. Basically, you guys know this already. Now then, workstation, yung second column. Yan siya. Ito yung early Xerox workstation natin. Way back in the 80s. And now, workstation, for the modern workstation, ito po siya. Actually, it's very similar lang talaga sa computer. In fact, like I said before, yung ating workstation is so, ay, yung workstation sa office natin, like yung mga personal computer natin sa ating work actually, is already considered a workstation. So, yun siya. Yun yung view ng mismong image ng workstation. The difference between the then and the now of the workstation. Now, the third column naman po, yung mini computer. Ganyan po ang kalaki ang mini computer nung early 60s. Ganyan po siya. Grabe, no? They call it mini computer pero ganyan kalaki. But actually, ganyan yung talagang actual creation niya nung 1960s. Now in the modern world, ganito na lang siya talagang kaliit. They made it literally a mini computer. Ang kulang na lang dyan, saksak nyo dyan yung monitor nyo or yung mini monitor, and then yung mini keyboard, mini mouse, all those stuff. And dyan, as you can see, saksakan din. If makikita niyo po dito yung view, ayan na po siya, yung view ng mouse, yung view ng saksakan ng internet, yung headset, and lahat, all in all. Anyways, moving on. Now, for the supercomputer and the mainframe. Wait, hold on. Ayan, kita na pala sa inyo. Sa kanila pala hindi. Ayan. Wait lang guys. I'm waiting for yung view ko sa mainframe. Although, ayan naman, nakikita nyo na yung difference between mainframe and supercomputer. Laki, di ba? So, yung mainframe talaga isang whole wide cabinet of computers talaga yan. As you have known yung functions nila lahat, and then yan yung supercomputer. The reason why it was described yan as operated in data centers kasi if you would happen to encounter one sa isang, let's say for example, sa isang napakalaking company, ma-encounter nyo yung mga ganyang computers and all they do is manage databases, all they do is manage their networks there throughout their company-wide actually. If makapasok kayo sa isang malaking company, makikita nyo to, that's how they do it. Although my primary differences na lang as we've discussed earlier. Yan. Wait, hold on guys. Nag-stuck up sa akin. I'm operating in both laptop and mobile, so hope you guys can bear with me. Now then, components of computers. And input, the process of entering data and instructions into the computer system. Store data, saving, oops, hold on. Wala yata kayo. Ayan, okay, store data. Saving data and instructions so that they are available for processing as and when required. Excuse me. 3 is processing data. Performing arithmetic and logical operations on data in order to convert them into useful information. Control the workflow. Oops. And then the output. Ayan. So basically, mamaya ma-encounter natin yung mismong component. May isang view donor image that I would like to explain to you guys later on. Although the image would simply be comparable to the input process output model, but I just included it there para alam nyo kung ano yung mismong function ng kada component ng isang computer. Next slide. Oops. Ayan. Okay. Yan siya. Input, then yung CPU, then control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and the output unit. As you guys can see, input, yung, if makita nyo bluntly, you guys can see bluntly, it is so comparable to the input process output model. They just included the main components of the computer. Oops, guys, before I go on with the explanation, comment nyo lang guys if mabilis ako or anything. Please comment in the comment section there if I'm so fast in explaining this topic so that I would gladly slow down so it. So then, ito siya, components of a computer. Input, and then yung, kung napapansin nyo guys, sa CPU, nandyan sa loob yung memory unit, yung, hold on, yung control unit, the arithmetic and logic unit, and then yung sa gilid is yung output unit. Tanong, bakit dito sa CPU, nandito lahat ng units, yung memory, yung control, at yung arithmetic logic unit? Actually, yung unit, yung part na yun sa gitna, guys, is the commands na na-send natin sa mismong, na-process ng input through the CPU para mag-deliver siya ng outcome throughout the output unit. Kaya nandito lahat yan sa central part ng component natin, which is yung sa CPU. And nandiyan dyan lahat, yung memory, yung arithmetic, yung control unit. That's why. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can understand this. This is very comparable. Honestly, this is very comparable sa mismong input process output na model. So, by the way, guys, for those of you who are taking let, and this one comes out, hopefully you guys could understand this topic. I would gladly send you the copy of this file sooner or later. PM na lang po if ever. Coordinate na tayo right after this. Ayan. So CPU, what is CPU? Central Processing Unit. That's the brain of the computer. Yes, that's the actual brain of the computer. Without that, guys, walang computer. Kumbaga sa tao, kung wala yung utak, wala. Kahit na may puso yan o ano, kung walang utak yan, asahan nyo guys, wala yan, hindi yan magko-function, wala yung motor functions niya. So thus, therefore, ganun din dito sa CPU, yung pinaka-core ng computer, one of the cores ng computer. Without that, it will not function, it will not operate, it will not be turned on. Sakali. Ayan po siya, CPU is considered as the brain of the computer. This is very familiar for everybody naman siguro. So, no? So, just remember na without that, it cannot function, the computer cannot function very well. Ayan, as I mentioned before, guys, I will talk to you about the kinds of input devices which is being inserted into our computer. So ito siya. Hold on. Ayan. Nakikita niyo na guys, yun siya lahat yan, no? Keyboard, mouse, joystick, light pen, trackball, scanner, graphic tablet, microphone, magnetic ink card reader, optical barcode reader, optical mark reader. Ayan. The reason why all of these are input devices, guys, because these are the device, may kanya-kanyang instruction to na pinasisend sa ating computer para mag-provide siya ng output. For example, sa keyboard, basically, bakit sa keyboard nandyan? Para mag-type siya ng kung anong data na gusto niya i-type. Then it processes it inside the computer. And then lalabas na dyan sa monitor natin, which is, I believe, yun yung part ng output device. Ayan lalabas na sa appearance niya sa mismong output display ng monitor natin. So, that's why keyboard is there. For example, itong scanner. Basically kasi, or itong barcode scanner, I think nandito yun. Barcode reader rather. Bakit nandiyan yung barcode reader? Para may scan niya kung ano yung mismong display ng mismong data niya. Then, process niya doon sa loob ng computer, and then mag-appear na doon yung display or yung full information ng mismong product na scan niya throughout the barcode, via the barcode. So those are the examples, guys, of the input devices, which I believe I encountered in Rento before. Although we are just passing through this topic for everybody. Moving on. Output device. Yan. An output device is any peripheral that receives data from a computer, usually for display, projection, or physical reproduction. Ayan po siya, monitor, printer, speakers, headphones, projectors. Again, monitors, yan. I just mentioned, the reason why monitor yan is because monitor is part of the output device. Kasi yun nga, it shows the display of your data being inputted or being processed inside the computer. Yan siya. Monitors, printer, yan, isa rin yan. It delivers or it shows out the full printout of your file, of your data, and yan, kasama yan. Speakers or headphones, yes, like or headset, like the one I'm wearing. Kasi it produces basically it produces sounds. And projectors, as we all know sa mga presentation natin since high school, or for those who encountered that, yan, it's more of like similar din sa function ng monitor and sa TV na pinapakita lang niya mismo yung actual projection ng ating computer when we're reporting or when we're trying to deliver a proposal. Yan po yung. So, hope you guys can keep that in mind. And next. And yung yung computer or memory. Yun siya. Oops. Ayun. Computer memory is the storage space in computer where data is to be processed and instructions required for processing are stored. Cache memory, EEPROM, primary memory or secondary memory, which is the hard drive. Yung RAM, I'm pretty sure familiar ito sa lahat kasi we needed a very high RAM para maka-operate ng lahat ng mga programs. As for cache memories, yun nga, we needed this one para makapag-function siya ng multiple counts of programs na na-open natin sa loob ng computer. So we needed this memory or this kind of memory sa ating computer. And RAM, yun nga, like I said, para to have a very high functioning computer, we need a high RAM, high memory ng RAM para makapag heavy duty siya or makapag-perform siya ng heavy duty ng isang application ng isang computer. I happened to come past by a heavy duty na application. I heard that there's this new program na for networking na ginagamit for virtualization of the networks. It really requires a very high memory para mapatakbo yun. So, actually, I think 16 gig ang kailangan na 20. Basta mang higit pa doon, I think. So, without that kind of high RAM, you won't be able to function any of those applications as well. So, guys, keep that in mind. If you guys wanted more optimal performance of your computer, you guys needed a high RAM. And for memory, yes, hard drive. Familiar din tayo dyan. I'm sure meron kayong, more or less guys, meron kayong mga hard drives, di ba? Yung mga terabyte na hard drives. Yan, kailangan din yan sa isang computer. In fact, guys, pwede nyo gamitin yan as your yung ganitong klaseng hard drive, if nakikita nyo dito sa picture 3. You guys can still use it. For those of you guys who don't know, you guys can still use this hard drive as your pocket hard drive na dinadala sa work or sa school for some. Yan, ginagamit yan. Pwede pa yan gamitin actually. Kahit na, for example, nagkaroon ng problem ang inyong computer and then mayroon kang important data na nakastore sa loob ng inyong hard drive, you guys can still remove that and just insert your USB connector to another computer. Magagamit nyo pa yan. So, hope you guys can keep that in mind. Next, and motherboard. And the motherboard serves as a single platform to connect all of the parts of the computer together. Yan, dito guys, nandito lahat nakalagay yung actually this one is also considered the core of the computer. Without this talaga kalas ang ating computer. Wala, hindi magpa-function yan. Dito nakalagay yung microchip ng CPU natin, yung RAM, yung mga memories kanina. Dito naka-attach yan. So, without this motherboard, without the function of the motherboard, wala. It will not, our computer will not ultimately function well. Excuse me. Ayan, yung mga ports. I'll try to speed this one up a bit, guys, because I believe meron tayong activity after this. So, ayun. Bali, later on may activity tayo and hopefully you guys will have fun with it. So, for now, ito na. Computer port. Ito po siya. Oops. Kaya lang, guys. And a computer port is a physical docking point using which an external device can be connected to the computer. What are the kinds of ports? Serial ports, parallel ports, PS2 port, universal serial bus port, VGA port, power connector, firewire port, modem port, Ethernet port, in port, DVI, or sockets. Sockets, very familiar na kayo dyan. So, ayan siya. Kasi blurred yung isa, I have another image of the different kinds of ports, which I hope you guys can see. Since I know in your view is talagang napaka blurry dahil sobrang liit lang ng mga fonts. Kita nyo ba guys? Ayan. Yan siya, serial ports, PS2. Yan yung mga yung actual image ng mga ports natin na nakikita natin sa computer natin. Yan siya. Okay, guys. Now then, moving on. For the actual definition of each port, bibilisan ko na lang. Or like I said, meron tayong activity later on, and I don't want you guys to miss this as well. So ito siya. And serial port was first actualized in the 1960s and is out of date for long. It was utilized to interface mouse printers, modems, and so on, however, had numerous restrictions like short transmission separation, low information rate. It was supplanted by USB. So, basically guys, yung serial port, noon pa yan, matagal na yan, sobrang tagal na yan. Bali, ngayon na surpassed siya ng mismong dito, successor niya na si USB port. So, kumbaga, this is just a very classic connection ng tinatakal lang natin for this lesson. The serial ports are, kumbaga, it's either optional or probably no longer functional kind of port for the modern computers nowadays. So, hopefully, guys, gets into. Anyways, yan. Next is the parallel port used to connect printers, computers, and other devices that need relatively high bandwidth. So ito siya. Yan ang parallel port. Nakikita naman, ginagamit naman natin ito sa printers, right? So yung mga classic or basically yung mga printers natin. Ito yung saksakan niya, guys. So hopefully you guys can keep that in mind. Wait, hold on. Sorry guys, medyo although dito sa mobile ko is nakikita na yung definition ng kada port. But for my laptop, di yata nakikita. But anyways, sige lang guys. Check nyo yung mga definition itself. Then we can move on. Medyo na nag-stuck sa akin. Guys? Okay pa? Oops, teka. Wala yata. Hold on. Stop sharing. Yan. Ouch, di kita. Okay, wait lang. Wait lang guys, fix ko lang. Short break muna kayo guys, wait lang. Nagano ko agad yung ano, hirap rin kasi sa PowerPoint. Oops. Oops. Ayan. Ayan. Sorry, medyo na-delay na konti. Anyways, ito na po siya. Hello guys. Okay ba yung sound? Hello? I think okay naman yata. Wait, hold on. Chat ko lang. Hello? Guys, pa-chat. Favor lang guys. Okay lang ba yung sound ngayon? Okay. Okay guys. Yan. Moving on. Okay, so ito po siya. Yan, mga computer ports. Ayan. So, yan. Basically, guys, these are the ports that you all need to know yung sa PS2 port. Excuse me na guys. And thanks, Miss Aini. Now, okay, ito na po. Yung sa different kinds of computer ports po, ito siya, Universal Serial Bus Port, or VGA port, power connector. Yan, very familiar naman kayo dyan, guys. No? So, wait, ito muna firewire. Hold on. I mean, ito is wala. Device not connected. Yan. Ito na ba sa inyo, guys? Wait. Guys, ito na ba sa inyo yung PowerPoint or yung presentation? Pwede naman po if ever kita na po. Ano na sa akin kasi yung full function ng mismong presentation. nakita. Wait lang guys, ano ba lang? Stop sharing ko muna ulit. Yan. Kita na ba guys? Well, loading na muna siya natin sa computer. Wait lang guys, alitan ko ulit, ayos mo lang. Short break muna guys. Pakita ko lang ito saglit. Hmm. Short break lang guys. Wait lang. Guys, okay na yung presentation ko na sa inyo. Wait. Wait lang guys. Stop. Okay. Ganun. Wait lang guys. Again, short break lang tayo. Ayan, okay. Guys, ganito na lang. Kasi since we're running a little bit, time, we are having a little trouble sa natin technical and our time is running short. So I'll just have to speed this up. Again, ano na lang namin itong presentation na to for you guys para meron kayong overview of this whole topic for us. Again, sorry for the inconvenience. Ito din, check na ito kung ano, sakali. And okay, teka lang. I think yung sa view news, nakikita lang yung input process output model. Kita na ba lahat yung sa ports natin? Oops. Ayaw yata ito. Wait lang. Masyado ano yun kasi yung mga presentations. So, apologies for this. Ito na lang. Yan guys, nag-load lang yan. Although it will take some time, but yeah, we're already in the middle of the topic and I believe matatapos na rin to shortly if nag-load yung ating screen. Kaya lang guys, break lang. Saglit lang. Hello na, hello na guys. Ayun, okay. Moving on. Teka lang, skip na natin to since we're really running short sa time. Oops. Medyo nag-off tayo siya dyan sa ano. Anyways, pinapakita ko rin sa inyo is yung mismo on top page. Medyo matagal yung load. Anyways, sige lang. Ayan. Ayan. Sorry guys, naging delayed ulit due to the functioning sa program. Hopefully, wait lang guys. Loading very long talaga sa taking too long talaga sa pag-load. Medyo tayong kakaroon ng konting delay sa technology. But wait lang guys. Masyadong maraming atang naka-play kasi nandito. But anyways, hopefully ito na makikita na. Medyo matagal. Sorry. Sure. Bali, wait lang guys. Gano'n pa siya. For some reason. Although nag-appear sa akin. Kaya nyo guys, nag-appear na sa inyo. Oops, nawala. Hindi naka-share. Wala talaga mag-load share screen. Sorry. Wala, mabigat yata yung na-upload na presentation na for this one. That's why. Although, I think I'm in the middle of the topic whereas malapit na rin ako matapos. So, but, anyways, still, proceed na lang natin to the next topic after this whole presentation has been loaded. Actually, we're in the computer ports now. So, this could have been done sooner na rin, but due to the, if it had been for the technical difficulties, pero sige. Ano na natin to? Hmm. Okay. Hindi pa rin. Okay, fine. Okay. Tagal mag-load ng slideshow kaya ganyan. Dapat dito na tayo sa computer ports, but oh well. Eh, tagal na load eh. Kaya siya stuck sa computer ports. Whereas dapat we could have gone through some other. Oh, wait. Ayan. Ayan, guys. Ayan. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Matagal talaga mag-load yung presentation natin. But anyways, ganito na lang. Di ko na lang siguro prolong yung ating discussion about supports. Although, i-upload na lang po namin yung presentation sa inyo. So, I will just have to move on na lang to the next topic. As for the activity, discuss na namin if we will still proceed with that. Kasi matagal po mag-load yung sa... Oops. Wait. Hold on. Ano kasi parang nagkakaroon talaga ng technical difficulties ngayon, especially when it comes to loading the presentation. Talagang siguro napakabigat yung mga animations na nagamit ko dito for some sort of apologies for that. Anyways, wait lang guys. Ouch. Oops, nawala. Okay guys, ganito. Since nagkaroon tayo ng technical difficulties na nagkakaroon ng delays about this, i-upload na lang namin po itong presentation na to for you guys, for your very crucial information. Sorry po if nagkaroon talaga dito ng technical difficulties maybe sa akin on my part or sa maybe system, or I'm not really sure about it, but probably because sa internet namin. Apologies for this. Anyways, but we will be moving on to the drills, sa activity, and we promise you guys na i-upload namin po yung presentation na to for your information and for your examinations and for your very valuable information for those people na hindi naman mag-let, but for their basic information lang po about computers. So again po, sorry about this. Hopefully you guys can get up to with this next drill. Hold on, prepare lang namin yung drill sa inyo. Hold on guys. Okay. Guys, due to the technical difficulties, decided na lang namin na i-upload na lang namin yung both presentation in drills. Bale, please be posted na lang po sa ating presentation about this. Nagkaroon talaga ng technical difficulties, especially sa PowerPoint. Probably due to the heaviness of the animations na na-add dito sa mga slides. So, or maybe because ng internet, no accurate reason. Pero maybe dahil nagkaroon tayo ng problem in the internet. So, on my part maybe. So, apologies for this. Anyways, guys, we will be uploading na lang po yung mga uh, drills nyo, and especially itong presentation ito for your valuable information, especially po for those people who are taking their lit exams, and also for those people who need to acquire valuable information about basic knowledge about computers. Hold on, guys. Saan kasi nagpapakita na yung screen eh, pero yung sa inyo hindi nag-appear. So, sorry about this, guys. Sobrang heavy talaga yung sa connection or internet problems. But anyways, we promise to upload this presentation for your valuable information and for your references, guys. So, yun, guys. Bali, due to some technical difficulties, we will have to postpone this lecture. Sorry if nagkaroon talaga tayo ng technical difficulties in this lecture. First the sound system and now this one. So apologies for this. Though this was tested before, but anyway, I'll take the accountability for that. Again, sorry guys for the trouble with the technicals. Anyways, guys, we'll be uploading the given presentation and the technical drills para sa inyo po, para mapag-aralan niyo po for your future references sa inyong topic for today. For your topic for today, which is the information computer and technology. Again, this is John Moldes, signing out for you guys. Hope you guys stay safe from wherever you are, from Marawi, from Cebu, from Iloilo, all around the world. Anyways, guys, take care, guys. Again, this is John Moldes signing out.